phone calls all the time. Matt, why are you fighting this DUI case? This is coming from prosecutors, this is coming from other defense attorneys, judges, when I see them out. Why are you fighting a DUI case? You've got a police officer witness. How is it that you can even fight this? How do you make a living fighting DUI cases? Oh man, I love when people ask me this question, especially here in Indiana, which is where we practice, where a lot of these laws are going to be relevant. So there's a lot of ways that you can fight a DUI case. In fact, I'd go out and venture to say that every single DUI case investigation has something wrong with it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean every single DUI case is beatable. If that were the case, I'd be the only attorney that does DUI law in the state of Indiana and probably in the country at that matter. But generally speaking, there's something wrong with each and every DUI arrest. Now, that could give us an upper hand in perhaps trying to negotiate the case down. But what is it we're looking for? Well, to prove a DUI case, at the very bare minimum, the prosecutor has to prove that somebody operated a vehicle while intoxicated. Now, the biggest ones that we can attack, generally speaking, are operation. Were you driving the car or you sleep in a parking lot in the middle of the night, legally parked? Well, then you got an operation issue on that. Number two, what about the while intoxicated? There's a nexus component there. You have to be intoxicated while you're actually operating that vehicle. That's oftentimes overlooked. And then number three is the actual intoxication component, right? So what is it the officer witnessed? Were your eyes bloodshot? Things of that nature. Can we explain that away? There's a lot of ways to look at that. And then you get to the certified chemical test, either a blood draw or an ECR2 breath test at the police station. Now, ECR2, the breath tests have to be done exactly according to rules that the Department of Toxicology has set out. If it's not, that breath is gone. It does not get in. Blood draws, they also have to be done very, very, very exact in according to a protocol that is signed off on by an actual doctor itself. So there are a lot of ways that you can fight a DUI case. This is not just simple. Open the book. Hey, I saw you driving. You smell drunk. You're a drunk driver. It doesn't work that way. We love talking about DUIs at the Marc Lopez Law Firm. Give us a call, 317-632-3642. And remember, always plead the fifth.